Well, good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to another edition of High School Basketball on highschoolcube.com, the leading broadcast platform for high schools. We are live at Urban Prep Charter Academy on Chicago's South Side, 62nd and Stewart to be exact. On the other side, 1 block away is the gym, where we stand at 62nd and Princeton, where the Simeon Wolverines come in to try to take a road victory versus the Urban Prep Charter Lions. The Wolverines coming off a loss versus Findlay Prep. Two nationally ranked teams went at it at the Hoop Hall Classic on Monday in Springfield, Massachusetts. And the Wolverines suffered their first loss of the season, 75-50 again versus Findlay Prep. So we expect a determined and focused Wolverine squad as they come back home to try to reclaim and get back on the winning track here inside the Red South Conference. Good evening, my name is Emil Williams Jr., joined by Jim McAteer, our producer on site. Simeon, again, suffering that first loss, now 15-1 on the season. But this is a conference game, 5-0 inside the Red South, where the Lions of Urban Prep Charter, the Inglewood campus, 4-11 overall and 0-5 inside the conference. Their starting lineups for the Wolverines. In the backcourt, number 10, Jelani Neely, the senior, along with Kendrick Nunn, the junior, number 20 in the front court. Stacked as always, Jabari Parker, number 22, Kendall Pollard, number 24, and number 15, Steve Taylor. And for Urban Prep, it'll be Jeremy Barris in the backcourt, number 23, along with Faison Chapman, number 20. In the front court, Joseph Jones, Frederick Jones, and Stephen McAfee. It'll be Parker and McAfee to tip. Simeon in their road alternate yellow, the gold, I'll say, with the royal blue numbers. Urban Prep in the home white with the red numbers, red trim, a little gold in there as well, the gold letters. Packed house as always. Everybody out with the video cams. Always trying to record magic. And you can definitely get magic with the Simeon Wolverine squad again. Suffered their first loss on Monday at the Hoop Hall Classic versus Findlay Prep, a nationally ranked international college prep school. I believe Findlay Prep was ranked 6th by ESPN at the time. The Wolverines ranked number 1 and still ranked number 1 to this point. The Wolverines also still number 1 in the state as well. Tip is up and it is controlled by the Lions, but we have a violation and it will be Wolverine basketball to start. Again, live at Urban Prep Charter Academy, Emil Williams Jr., also known as EJ. Here at High School Cube, Jim McAteer with me as well. We appreciate you joining us. Here are the Wolverines. First possession, and it's an easy layup underneath for Kendall Pollard, the assist to Jelani Neely. Just underway, 7:35 left to play. Now it's right side, McAfee. McAfee looking. At the elbow, the jumper. From Jimmy Taylor III is good. Parker, quick three, and he knocks it down. Well, Jabari Parker, it's his first point of the ball game. It's 5-2 in favor of the Wolverines. Up top holding McAfee, now Jones, ball on the ground. It's controlled, picked up by Barris. Jeremy Barris now out high, Neely on him. He has McAfee to his left and Frederick Jones to his right. He motions for Jones to come up. Instead he'll go left side to McAfee, almost stolen by Kendrick Nunn. And it's out of bounds. It'll be Urban Prep basketball. Urban Prep, again 4-11, 0-5 inside the Red South. Chicago Public League basketball. One of the tougher leagues in all of basketball at the high school level. Jeremy Barris now just working, taking his time, running some clock as well. 6:15 left to play here first quarter. Handoff to McAfee, now back to Burris. Burris again still dribbling left hand. The Lions trying to be very patient here on offense, and then we have a timeout called by head coach Patrick Herron.
So did everyone watching this on High School Cube? 18 and 6, it'll be. You got a 34.
So out of the timeout, it's Urban Prep. 6 minutes left to play. Here's Barris now. Barris will hand off to McAfee. McAfee looking to dribble. He had it stripped away as Jaylon Tate checks in for the first time, and it's controlled by Jabari Parker. Parker, the 6'8", versatile #1 junior in the nation. Many say the #1 player in the nation, regardless of class. Pollard's shot won't go, but a foul. Foul was called on Faison Chapman. That is his first personal. The team's first at the free throw line is Kendall Pollard. Pollard's first free throw is good. Again, we appreciate you tuning in. Wolverines versus the Lions. Simeon versus Urban Prep Charter, live at Urban Prep Charter Academy here on the Inglewood campus, Chicago South Side. 2 for 2 goes Kendall Pollard, 7-2, now 5-point advantage. Pressure applied here in the backcourt by the Wolverines. Up top now to McAfee. McAfee has to get it over the line. Oh, great trap double team, but they do get it over. Here's Joseph Jones. He had the first 2 points. The jumper won't go. Rebound Tate. And we're going the other way as a foul as Jaylon Tate was hacked on the way down from the rebound. .5:23 left to play. Again, 7-2. Simeon with the advantage. Neely, Tate. Here's Neely again. Left wing. Motioning for Parker. Parker turn, dribble. One jumper, no good. Rebound Joseph Jones for Urban Prep Charter. Looking to push now is Frederick Jones. Jones, a reverse layup, it won't go. Rebound Kendrick Nunn. Nunn quickly up ahead. Neely. He'll dump off Pollard. 2 dribbles, back out. Kendrick Nunn's 3 on the way. It rims in and out. Rebound tapped out right into the hands of Kendrick Nunn. They'll reset. 4:45 left. Parker, hand in his face. 3 from the corner, no good. Rebound by Faison Chapman. Full head of steam is Frederick Chapman, and he throws it over the backboard as both Parker and Pollard got up in the air to try to block that one. First substitution is now for Urban Prep Charter as Marcus Brown checks in, as well as Derek Mitchell. Mitchell wearing number 21. Marcus Brown, number 10. Pollard wide open. He dunks it! Dunks it right over Derek Mitchell. Timeout. Urban Prep Charter. Full timeout. Kendall Pollard getting the crowd excited. Wow. Nine to 2 your score. And the crowd is up and in a frenzy off the one-hand tomahawk by Kendall Pollard right into the face of the just checked in Derek Mitchell. Again, we are broadcasting live on highschoolcube.com. If you are enjoying our broadcast, let your friends know. Text your friends, share on Facebook. Update your status. Of course, we'd really appreciate it. Here's Urban Prep now. Barely get it inbound. Burris, nowhere to go. Double team. Here's Jones up top. McAfee, he tried to dunk. And they will get, looks like, Parker on the foul. So at the free throw line shooting two is Stephen McAfee. He tried to get the 2 points back in a ferocious way as well. McAfee's first free throw is nothing but net. First foul on Jabari Parker. McAfee's second free throw hits the back iron. It's no good. Rebound by Jelani Neely. 9-3 now in favor of Simeon. None in the corner. Up top, Neely. They swing in the reverse. Right corner this time. Tate's three on the way. No good. Rebound cleared by Faison Chapman. Here's Burris now. McAfee on his left. He'll give it to him. He fires. A quick three. Knocks it down. Well, Stephen McAfee with his first field goal. It's a three-pointer. And that cuts the lead now down to 3, 9-6 in favor of the Wolverines. 3:38 remaining here in the first quarter. Here's Neely again in the paint. Teardrop, short, rebound McAfee. Burris looking to push. Now he'll slow things down. Picked up by Neely. McAfee, another three. That one rims in and out. And a rebound by Jelani Neely. Or the students in the crowd behind their Urban Prep Charter Lions looking for the upset. Tate in the lane, can't get it to go. Just rimmed off the front iron. Now racing up the left side is Marcus Brown, but it's tipped out by Jalon Tate. The Urban Prep basketball. Brown to inbound. He'll go to the backcourt and find Burris. Jeremy Burris, the 5'10 senior guard. Under 3 minutes to play. McAfee, another long three over the outstretched arm of Parker. Rebound underneath by Faison Chapman, and he gets it to go. So Faison Chapman with two. Quickly the other way, it's Jabari Parker, the feed from Kendrick Nunn. So Parker with 5. It's 11-8 as the two teams trade baskets. 2:35 remaining here, first quarter. Here's Brown on the left wing. Inside, Chapman. Layup won't go. Rebound out of bounds. They say last touch by Derek Mitchell. Quickly into the game now, substitutions. For the Wolverines as Lawrence Briggs checks in, as well as Brandon Clements. So Lawrence Briggs gets some big-time minutes late in the game in the third quarter. Versus Findlay Prep, hit a big-time three, really cut the lead down to 6 as the Wolverines had cut it to 6 as they headed to the fourth quarter in that ball game. Briggs now immediately comes in and provides a spark. Right now, with his first field goal of the ball game, he has two. It's 13-8 in favor of Simeon. Under 2 minutes left to play. Parker with the steal. Parker! Tomahawk jam! Jabari Parker. He skied in the air. His hand was completely over the rim. Looked down as he threw it home. 1:40 left to play. Parker with 7. And a quick timeout call. This is a 30-second timeout call by Coach Robert Smith and the Simeon Wolverines. Register on highschoolcube.com to save and share your favorite games and highlight clips, of course, with family and friends. If you're a fan of Simeon and Urban Prep Charter, should be a lot of highlights in this ball game. We expect them. In fact, we've already seen a few highlights. So, the only way to view those, you save them and share them. Register on highschoolcube.com again to save and share your favorite games and highlight clips, of course, with family and friends. Out of the timeout, Nuns, Clemens, Briggs, Pollard, Parker on the floor for Simeon. Here's Parker. Turn off the window and good. Jabari Parker. One of the major strong suits in the game of Jabari Parker. Very fluid, versatile, can score in several ways. Clemens with the steal on the ground. Now it's controlled by Pollard. Up ahead, Nunn in the lane basket. Will it count? No signal yet. Score the goal, they say. 19-8 is Kendrick Nunn now at the free throw line. Kendrick Nunn with his first 2 points of the ball game. Already 9 points for Jabari Parker. Nunn short on the free throw. 1:08 left to play. Fouls on Chapman. 3 team fouls on Urban Prep. Wolverines looking to extend. Well, we've got a 5-second call. As Frederick Jones called holding the basketball. Quick substitution now, the sophomore in the game, Michael Thomas, as he replaces Frederick Jones. Under a minute left to play. Briggs, Pollard, top of the key. Inside Parker now, working on the block, trying to no-look pass. It's tipped out. Parker able to save up top. Now Briggs has with 37 seconds left. Briggs, Parker, Pollard, back out, Clemens. Now Parker at the free throw line. Jumper, rims it in out. What a one-handed tip. This southpaw, Kendrick Nunn, with the offensive rebound and the layup all in the same motion. He has 4, and it's 21-8. 10-0 run put on by the Wolverines. 15 seconds left to play first quarter. Thomas, shot block. Parker has it. Up ahead. Nunn, Clemens, right side. Layup, good. Make it 12-0 on the run by Simeon. And another timeout called by Urban Prep and head coach Patrick Heron. 5.7 seconds left to play. 23-8. Your score, Simeon with the advantage. Brandon Clemens now with his first 2 points of the ball game. It was 11-8 about a minute and a half ago. Since then, it's been all Wolverines. A 12-0 run off the big three by Mr. McAfee. Stephen McAfee, number 25 of Urban Prep Charter. Hit a big-time 3 to cut the lead down to 3. And since then, it's been all Simeon. So 5.7 seconds left to play for Urban Prep Charter. Be McAfee to inbound. Here's McAfee. Burst with 4. Got to get it ahead with 3. Double team with 2. Got to get a shot off, and Urban Prep will not. So after 1 quarter, your score 23-8 in favor of Simeon. We'll take a quick break. Be back in a bit. This is highschoolcube.com. Okay. So Steve Taylor seeing his first action of the ball game. Taylor did not get the start as the backcourt of Neely and Tate. 3-pointer by Kendrick Nunn is no good. And quickly up ahead, McAfee will lay it in. That ends the 12-0 run. So 23-10. Your score as McAfee. It's his 5th point of the ball game. 7:25 left. One of the rare lineups you see used by Simeon. Taylor had his shot blocked from behind by Chapman. He can't believe it, and he'll be called for the personal foul. Chapman called for the foul. That's the 4th team foul. Steve Taylor at the free throw line. Also in the game for the Wolverines is Ricky Norris, number 12. Taylor at the line. First one is good. Second one rims in for Steve Taylor. First 2 points of the ball game for the Marquette recruit. Headed to the state of Wisconsin next year is Steve Taylor and Marquette. Always a strong program coached by Buzz Williams. Here's none. Taylor, and he slams it home. Great ball movement by the Wolverines, trying to get back to the winning ways. Moving the basketball, playing great defense. 27-10, they lead it. 3 on the way, no good by Frederick Jones. The rebound by Steve Taylor. Here's Lawrence Briggs. Briggs tried to feed it to Norris. It's tipped out and stolen by Urban Prep Charter. And now Frederick Jones puts it on the ground. Briggs almost had it and it's out of bounds. It'll be Urban Prep basketball. 6:32 left to play. Jabari Parker off the bench and he's set to check in. Parker will replace Kendrick Nunn. So Parker, Taylor, Brandon and Clemens, Ricky Norris, and Lawrence Briggs on the floor for the Wolverines. Briggs, the junior, Ricky Norris, the junior, Parker, the junior, and Steve Taylor, the senior. Still a very young squad for Simeon. McAfee loses it out of bounds, and it'll be Simeon basketball with 6:20 left here in the half. Bill Williams Jr., Jim McAteer here with you at Urban Prep Charter Academy. 6:12 left. Taylor on the left wing, inside Parker. It's tipped and stolen by Chapman. Here comes Burris now. Burris looking to push. He'll pull up. 15-footer gets the friendly roll. So Jeremy Burris now gets on the board. His first 2 points of the ball game, and it's 27-12. Here's Parker. Double teamed as usual. Left side Clemens. They swing down the baseline. Jumper from Steve Taylor. No good. Rebound. Great rebound by Frederick Jones. Jones, the 6'2 junior. Burris right side of McAfee. Throws it off the hand of Taylor. Parker control. Parking all the way to the cup. Left hand layup won't go, but a foul. Foul is on Jeremy Burris. Fifth team foul. Parker at the line and nails the free throw attempt. Jabari Parker was 10 of 22 on Monday afternoon versus Findlay Prep. 10 of 22 from the field, 1 of 6 from the three-point line. But nonetheless had 24 points and brought down 12 rebounds, so another double-double for Jabari as he hits a pair of free throws. 29-12, 5:22 left to play. Jones picked up by Ricky Norris. Now it's Chapman in the corner, up top Burris. Long three, no good. Rebound tipped, and Neely has it. Now Monty Neely, now left side to Taylor. Parker, give and go. Taylor, reverse, no good. Parker there with a tip dunk. You have 13 now for Jabari Parker. Midway through the second quarter. Basket good for Faison Chapman. And a foul. Foul is on Steve Taylor. That's his first. 31-14. Couple of quick subs back into the game. Marcus Brown. So Chapman at the line. Free throw is hard off the window and good. He'll take the three-point play, and it's 31-15. 4:38 left to play. Simeon in full-on control. Taylor in the corner. Man-to-man defense now. Parker has it stripped. Parker has it stolen. Here's Burris to control. He's got a 1-on-4, and he's fouled from behind. Foul was on Jabari Parker. It's the team's third. 31-16 as Burris knocks down the free throw. 4:20 left to play. Kendall Pollard set to check in. Burris free throw is good. Steve Taylor now will check out. Kendall Pollard checks back into the ball game. 4:17 left to play. 31-17, Simeon with the lead. Their largest lead has been 17. Parker loses. And Jeremy Burris with another steal. Outlet pass this time is stolen away and tipped out by John Gardner. Now Jabari Parker will take his seat. Checking in for the first time is Tyree Washington. Up ahead, I should say in the backcourt, as Burris had to retrieve the inbound pass. Now under 4 to play here in the half. 31-17, Simeon with the lead. And then we'll have another foul call. This time the foul is on Jaylon Tate. We'll get him for the block. That's his first. Brown to inbound. Hear the coach's orders. Chapman, Hazon Chapman trying to seal off down on the post against John Gardner. It's Burris to control. Right side. Now Frederick Jones. McAfee wants it down low. On the elbow now holding Chapman. Holding high, back out it's Jones. Jones, a couple of dribbles, the stop, the pull up. It's no good. Rebound on the ground. Loose ball controlled by Urban Prep. McAfee to the basket and a foul. Foul is on Kendall Pollard. First person on Kendall Pollard. Now 5 team fouls for the Wolverines. At the free throw line is Stephen McAfee. He is 1 of 2 from the line so far today. Make it 2 of 3. Checking back in for Urban Prep Charter, it's Michael Thomas. He will replace Jeremy Burris. Thomas, again the sophomore at 5'7". McAfee, nothing but net. Makes a pair of free throws, 3 of 4 for McAfee from the line. 31-19. Slowly but surely, Urban Prep Charter trying to make a run. Tate splits the double team. Pollard, Gardner, left-hand layup. Good. Excuse me, that was Tyree Washington. Well, Washington, his first field goal now, 33-19. Step back jumper, front iron, no good. And then now McAfee steals it from Washington, loses the grip, but Urban Prep controls. Marcus Brown has to get it out of his hands before the 5-second call. And he finds Chapman. Now back up to Brown. Brown right side. Frederick Jones trying to go jab step. Inside Chapman. He loses the basketball. Again it's controlled. Thomas long 3. And Thomas's 3 hits the top of the backboard. 2:46 left to play. And after that shot, Michael Thomas will check out. Jeremy Burris back into the ball game for Urban Prep Charter. 2:42 left to play. It's been all Simeon. They've led by as many as 17. They currently lead 33-19. 2:34 left. Pollard, they play the triangle game between Pollard, Washington, and Gardner. Gardner has it stolen by Chapman. 2:25 left. Burris, McAfee, a long 3, no good. Rebound. Marcus Brown had the rebound. They say he came down with it, he fell, and he traveled. Everybody, at least to the to the right of us, Urban Prep fans, very unhappy. It's a tough call. Nonetheless, it's Simeon basketball with 2:10 left to play. Tate right side now, Briggs in the corner. Pollard, now Tate. Gets the screen from Pollard. Tate, hesitation, and he hits the deck after he turns on the Jets. They call the foul on Sam Allen. That is the first personal on Sam Allen. Just a 16 foul, non-shooting foul. Neely to inbound, left of the basket. Up top, here's Briggs. Back to Neely, now under 2. Neely fires a 3, it's good. Jelani Neely trying to get into the swing of things here this season. He's finally starting to look like himself. Almost a steal, and there is a steal. Neely takes away from Jones. Pollard almost has it stolen away. Hitting the deck is Chapman. Now into the crowd is Jeremy Burris. But you can't knock the hustle, if you will, by Urban Prep. A minute 37 left to play. It's 36-19. And Urban Prep hustling very hard, diving after every loose ball possible. Played Simeon as well as they can play, but the Wolverines have hit shots and have done what they do. We are broadcasting live on highschoolcube.com. Again, just a reminder, a replay with highlight clips will be available immediately following the game in your school's cube. So come back to watch the game again or just your favorite place. Live from Urban Prep Charter Academy, Emil Williams Jr. here with Jim McAteer, producer on site. Larry and Elizabeth Cotter back in the QA for us in the HSC studios. 1:37 remaining here in the first half. Neely open, Pollard inside, back up top, it's Tate. Back to Neely on the wing. Neely now Pollard in the corner. Up top again, it's Tate. Now Briggs inside. Washington had it poked out, but controlled by the Wolverines. It's Briggs. Of a 2-3 matchup zone played by Urban Prep Charter. Tate now will fire a 3 from the left wing. It's no good. Rebound by Sam Allen. 1 minute to play here in the first half. McAfee had to control the wild pass, and then they say he stepped on the inline out of bounds with 56.5 left. Again, Simeon, number 1 team in the state. Still currently the number 1 team in the nation. Well, they did lose on Monday to Findlay Prep. We'll see how that affects their national ranking. And in fact, maybe affect their state ranking as well. They're no longer undefeated, and there are still a couple of undefeateds out there. Like a strong Proviso East squad who will do battle with Downers Grove South. That should be a ball game. 25 seconds left. Neely will just hold. Now it's Briggs, cross court. Tate wide open for 3. It's no good. And now Urban Prep will have a chance for the final shot, but it's stolen by the Wolverines. Up ahead, Tyree Washington misses their left-hand layup. 5 seconds left for Urban Prep Charter. Wolverines got to get back on defense. Burris has it stolen. Got to get it up. Jumper will not count. He got it up in time. And that will do it for the first half of action. It's been all Simeon Wolverines, but Urban Prep Charter really run away from getting back into the ball game. They lead it 36-19. I'm speaking of the Simeon Wolverines. This is highschoolcube.com, the leading broadcast platform for high schools. Be back in a minute. Welcome back to highschoolcube.com, the leading broadcast platform for high schools. Emil Williams Jr. here with you, along with Jim McAteer, Larry and Elizabeth Cotter back in our HSC studios. Live at Urban Prep Charter Academy, where the Simeon Wolverines going to get a conference victory on the road against Urban Prep Charter. The Lions 36-19. The Wolverines with the lead. Largest lead of the ball game now twice at 17 for Simeon. Leading scores for the Wolverines, 13 by Jabari Parker in the first half. 4 apiece from Kendall Pollard and Kendrick Nunn. 3 from Jelani Neely. And 2 from Lorenzo Briggs, Tyree Washington, and Brandon Clemens. Leading the way for the Lions of Urban Prep Charter, 8 by Stephen McAfee, 5 from Faison Chapman, 4 from Jeremy Burris, and 2 by Joseph Jones. Third quarter set to begin. It'll be Simeon basketball with their starting 5. Steve Taylor did not start this ball game. Jalon Tate got the start. The starting backcourt is Neely Tate up front, and Kendrick Nunn, and up front Kendall Pollard and Jabari Parker. On the floor for Urban Prep Charters, Frederick Jones currently guarding Kendrick Nunn, Jeremy Burris, Faison Chapman, Joseph Jones, and Stephen McAfee. Parker out of Nunn. Up top they go, Pollard. Inside, Parker against a double team off the glass, no good. Gets his own rebound from the tip and lays it in. Jabari Parker working hard. He has 15. 7:23 left. Largest lead of the ball game now. It's 19. 2-on-1. Parker right side. Tate with the dunk. That is a way to run the fast break. And it looks like we had something going over on the stands. Not sure what's happening with that. It's a quick stoppage in play, but it's the largest lead now at 21. 40-19. 2-on-1 break. The no-look pass, Parker to Tate, who finished it off. McAfee's 3 is no good. Nunn tried to slam. Jones with the rebound. It's Chapman now. 1-on-2. Chapman, the finger roll high off the glass and good for Faison Chapman. Seen Chapman use the glass a lot. He was high off the glass on his free throw attempt. It went in high off the glass on that finger roll. Inside, Pollard had it tipped, and now it's stolen by the Lions. Burris, the hesitation move off the glass and good for Jeremy Burris. Well, Jeremy Burris now with 6. 40-23 in favor of the Wolverines. Again, Wolverines trying to avenge their one blemish. And Stephen McAfee turns back Jabari Parker. Well, you don't see that very often. And now the layup underneath by Frederick Jones. Off the beautiful feed of Jeremy Burris. 40-25. There's that one run that we're talking about of Urban Prep Charter. Wow. Jabari Parker tearing back from the dunk attempt by Stephen McAfee. McAfee, he's had some highlights early in the first quarter, hit a big-time 3 that kind of sparked the Lions. Inside, it's Parker again. This time he loses it. It's out of bounds. Last touch by Simeon. Stephen McAfee is 6'5". Got a lot of length, wingspan, 6'5", 170. He's listed, and now Chapman travels. McAfee wanted it in the corner. He was wide open for about 15 seconds. So all of a sudden, it's a 15-point advantage for Simeon. Crowd starting to get into it. Great Red South feel. Simeon trying to get one on the road. Of course, when you face Simeon, you expect everybody will give you the best shot if you're the Wolverines. I beg your pardon. Now it's Nunn, the jumper. Well off the mark. Briggs knocks it out of bounds. Lawrence Briggs also in the ball game, as well as Brandon Clemens. Now Steve Taylor will check in for Kendrick Nunn. So we've kind of seen backcourt for backcourt in the substitution pattern for Coach Robert Smith. Now front line for front line. Burris pull up three, no good. Rebound Joseph Jones. Jones now over to Frederick Jones. The jumper good. It's a 13-point lead. Frederick Jones now with 4. Urban Prep Charter trying to get into it. Parker, two-hand jam. And Jabari Parker says enough of that run. I don't think I've ever seen him dunk it like that. We've seen him dunk it. We saw him dunk it early with a one-hand tomahawk, but the two-hand is an exclamation point. Now the three on the way from McAfee, it's no good, and Clemens will be fouled by Frederick Jones. $17 now for Jabari Parker. First foul of the half on Urban Prep Charter. The foul was on Frederick Jones. That's his third. Taylor leaves it short, but there to rebound and the putback is Kendall Pollard. Offensive foul, perhaps? No, we'll get a blocking foul on Lawrence Briggs. So we have a timeout called now by Urban Prep Charter, a 30-second timeout. Chicago Public League action at its finest. Again, everybody wants to knock off the top dog. When you're a two-time defending state champions, that's what happens. Coach Robert Smith has been at the helm of the Simeon Wolverines. 8th year, 2-12-37 his record. So after the timeout for Urban Prep, the Lions. Quick inbound to McAfee, driving baseline, is tipped out, poked away, and Briggs will control for the Wolverines, looking to push. Bounce pass, Parker, another jam by Jabari Parker. Jabari Parker is showing some aggression this evening. His dunks have not only just been dunks, they've been polarizing. 46-27, McAfee can't get it to go. Rebound Jabari Parker. He rips it away from Derek Mitchell, and a foul on Derek Mitchell. (46-27). Second team foul. Wolverines going right to left on your video screen. Parker baseline reverse layup, basket good, counted, and a foul for Jabari Parker. I haven't seen Jabari play live several times. In fact, I saw him live at the Pontiac tournament. I saw him on television a couple of times. That time he's short on the free throw. He steps back, jumper. That one rims in and out. And a rebound by Stephen McAfee. I'll get back to my point in just a second. 48-27. Burris inside. Mitchell loses for a sec. Poked from behind by Clemens. Now it's Briggs running the break. Briggs over to Clemens. This shot is blocked by Mitchell, but too much body from behind, and a foul will be called on Derek Mitchell. First personal on Derek Mitchell. (21) for Jabari Parker. And speaking of Parker, saw him couple of times on television. This is only my really 4th time watching him live. And I'll tell you what. Again, you know my experience watching him live and watching him in general, but the times I've seen him today, he looks really aggressive. And I mean aggressive. He's not taking no for an answer, and his dunks are beyond polarizing. His dunks tonight are sending a message. 49-27. 3:09 left to play here in the 3rd quarter. Urban Prep got it down to 13. And now, getting back to 49-27. Burris jumper does not get the roll, and it's out of bounds. It'll be Simeon basketball. Briggs in the backcourt. Has to get it across the timeline. He does, right in front of his own bench. Now it's stolen away. Here's Frederick Jones. Frederick Jones. Will the basket count? They say no basket. Foul happened before the shot. A foul is called on Brandon Clemens. That's his first personal. Simeon now with 14 fouls here in the half. Taylor, his long outstretched arms of the 6'8". Steals the pass and then he throws it away. And McAfee scores the layup and a foul. And it will be on Steve Taylor. That was their largest lead of the ball game, speaking of the Wolverines, at 22. That basket by McAfee makes it a 20-point advantage, 49-29. Can get it under 20 here with the made free throw. Stephen McAfee has been very good for Urban Prep Charter. Bends the knees, fires. The free throw is no good, however. Score remains 49-29. McAfee with 10 for the Lions of Urban Prep Charter. Pollard, the no-look pass to Taylor. And then we'll have a foul underneath. Foul's called on Jeremy Burris. That's his second. They say Steve Taylor was gathering himself to shoot. So Taylor will be at the line shooting 2. First free throw is good. Urban Prep faithful, not happy with the call and expressing their displeasure. Taylor's free throw is good. Steve Taylor knocks down a pair. 51-29. Back to a 22-point lead here at Urban Prep Charter Academy. Just the 3rd quarter. 2:08 left to play in this 3rd quarter as well. Jones or Clemens diving for the steal, the tip out. A great defense. And now we have a technical foul call on Frederick Jones. So at the free throw line now is Steve Taylor. The extracurricular activity starting to possibly get out of hand here. Taylor's good from the line. One more for Steve Taylor. So Steve Taylor, a perfect 6 for 6 from the free throw line as he knocks down the 2 technical free throws. Now with a 24-point lead for the Wolverines. Taylor did not have a great ball game against Findlay Prep. He was 3 of 13 from the field, including 0 of 6 from the 3-point line. He had just 8 points in the ball game. Burris with the steal. And the layup on the other end. The mascot is out. The Lions here at Urban Prep Charter trying to make his presence felt. Parker inside Taylor. Getting on the double team, now back out to Briggs. 1:33 left to play. Parker, a long three. No good, too strong, tapped out. Right into the hands of Briggs. Finds Taylor off the deflection, and it's good for Steve Taylor. Just his second field goal, but with 6 free throws made, he now has 10 points. 55-31. Oh, what a great look underneath as Joseph Jones able to knock it through. 1:05 left to play, 55-33. 22-point lead. Nunn back in the game. Again, Parker, and he slams it right over Joseph Jones, who hit the deck. Everybody with their camera phones out. Parker having a stellar ball game. 39 seconds left, and then a foul on Lawrence Briggs. First on Briggs, the 6th on the team. Into the game for Urban Prep is Sam Allen. Now another steal by Simeon. Parker, and this time he falls beforehand and is fouled. Chapman was in the area. The foul is on Faison Chapman. That is the 3rd personal on Chapman at the free throw line. Again, now it's Jabari Parker. So far, Jabari won over his jersey number. Now he's trying to get that one over Jordan. He's got 23 at the moment. Make that 24. .6 left. Parker, good. So Jabari Parker now with 25 on the night, including 12 in the 3rd quarter. 20 seconds left. Jones double team. Ball swiped at. Will they get Clemens with the foul? They do. Will they get Brandon Clemens with the foul? Should be free throws, actually. This is the 17th foul. I'll check that. That's just the 4th team foul. I beg your pardon. On Simeon, 7 on Urban Prep Charter. I check that. 16.9 left as the ball goes out of bounds. Allen out of the game. Joseph Jones checks back in. On the floor, it's Burris, Frederick Jones, Faison Chapman, Stephen McAfee, and Burris. Jumper no good. Rebound none. 9 seconds. Taylor. Shot fake. Underneath. Won't go. Parker there. Rebound. Put back good for Jabari Parker. Last second shot by McAfee won't go. And Jabari Parker with 27 in the game. 14 points in the 3rd quarter. Wow, what a game by Jabari Parker. 61-33, your score. We will not take a break. We will keep it right here. We are broadcasting live on highschoolcube.com. High School Cube provides absolutely every single high school team and club in America their own cube to broadcast. Visit highschoolcube.com/get started to start broadcasting your team today. Of course, we'd like to thank everybody here at Urban Prep Charter for their hospitality and allowing us to bring you tonight's game live here at Urban Prep. 61-33. Simeon with the lead. Largest lead of the ball game now at 28 for Simeon. Start of the 4th quarter and a steal by Kendrick Nunn. Nunn pushing it out in front. Picks up his dribble. Back out, it's Clemens. Left side, Briggs. He fired it. Now they go Taylor. Pass too high for Taylor off the fingertips of Steve Taylor, the Marquette recruit. .7:33 left to play here, fourth quarter. Burris to spin move at the top. Had it stolen from behind. Parker loses for a sec, and now it's controlled by Chapman. McAfee, the sidestep underneath and lays it in. Stephen McAfee now with 12. Clemens on the other way. Parker absorbs the contact. Basket good, and a foul for Jabari Parker. Parker with just 1-3. That was his first field goal of the ball game. 63-35 in favor of Simeon. Well, Jabari Parker connects on another free throw. Parker now with 28. 64-35. Taylor, shot blocked. Taylor, another block, had the rebound for a sec. It's on the ground, and it's Kendrick Nunn. Nunn, Briggs, alley-oop. Parker, one time! It's become a highlight show here at Urban Prep for Jabari Parker. He has 30. 66-35. Are you serious? Jabari taking no prisoners. Great job by Lawrence Briggs. He did a fantastic job in the Findlay game, as well as Brandon Clemens, as the starting backcourt tonight of Tate and Neely check back into the ball game. Wow. Nice job by Lawrence Briggs and Brandon Clemens. A lot of pressure applied on the perimeter. Frederick Jones, a long three. That one rims out. And it's Jaylon Tate to control. No Parker now to Nunn. Nunn had it tipped out, but Kendrick will control in the corner on the left side. Now Neely a three. And that one rattles home for Jelani Neely. Just his second field goal, but both been threes. He has 6. 69-35, and now it's 34-point lead for the Wolverines. And a quick rebound and a putback by Faison Chapman. Chapman now with 9. Beginning to run out of space on my score sheet for the amount of field goals made by Jabari Parker. Neely will fire up another three. It's good. 3 trays now for Jelani Neely. He has 9. And all of a sudden it's 72-37. Kendall Pollard set to check back in. 5:25 left to play. A steal and almost steal by Tate Nunn, but a foul is called. Substitutions now. Pollard checks in. Jabari Parker will get his hand clap. Standing ovation. Not only from the Simeon faithful, but the Urban Prep Charters faithful as well. Can't help but admire the skill and the talent of Jabari Parker. Also in the game for Urban Prep Charter, Marcus Brown. 5-second violation. DeJon Brumfield checks in for the first time as well for Urban Prep Charter. Now Sam Allen will check in the game for Jeremy Burris with 5:12 left to play. Jabari Parker, man oh man. Male Athlete of the Year, USA Basketball, 2-time state champion, has an opportunity for 4 state titles. Does that rarely happen? Young man is special. Father Sonning sitting about 2 or 3 rows in front of us is Pollard. This is the free throw. 5 minutes left to play. Long three by Sam Allen. No good. Taylor there, the rebound in the clear to Jaylon Tate. Simeon still working hard out here, but they're not happy with their performance on Monday. They come back home and put it on Urban Prep Charter. Mistimed alley-oop. Now it's McAfee. Allen the jumper. That one's no good. Rebound Kendall Pollard. Outlet pass. Taylor. Highlight. Yes, sir. The tomahawk. Just the third field goal for Steve Taylor. But he has 12. A perfect 6 for 6 from the free throw line. McAfee's three. Back iron no good. Your score 74-37. Nunn. Spin move in the lane. He falls in the travel. Michael Thomas back into the ball game for Urban Prep Charter. Into the game for the Wolverines is Dwan Stewart for the first time. Steve Taylor will check out. 4:10 left to play now. Joseph Jones checks back into the ball game. Dejan Chapman will check out. Chapman did have a great ball game. Very active defensively. He leads with 9 points, this Chapman. 4:02 left now. Fourth quarter of action, 74-37. Thomas, stolen by Stewart. Up ahead, it's Tate. One-hand slam for Jaylon Tate. It's been a borderline dunk contest here in the second half for Simeon. 76-37. Lead approaching 40. Dewan Stewart has it now. Dewan Stewart, the left-hand layup. Count the basket and a foul for Dewan Stewart. Foul is on Michael Thomas. That is his first. Substitutions for Urban Prep. Burris, Frederick Jones, and Derek Mitchell check back in. 3:33 left to play. 41-point lead for the Wolverines on the road at Urban Prep Charter Academy. Dewan Stewart, southpaw. Free throw is good. He has 3. .30-point evening for Jabari Parker. 3:13 left to play. Here is Neely. Cross court, none. He's been quiet. Three-pointer is no good. Stewart there had it for a sec, but it's ripped away by Joseph Jones for the Lions of Urban Prep Charter. Under 3 to play. Frederick Jones lines up a 3. It's no good. Pollard there, the rebound. They tipped it out to Frederick Jones. Now Jones full head of steam. Had all ball did Dewan Stewart. It's a jump ball. Great defense by Dewan Stewart. It'll be Urban Prep basketball. Marcus Brown now will check back into the ball game. Neely will check out, as well as Kendrick Nunn. As Kendrick Nunn gets the applause from the Simeon faithful. Clemens, Tate, Pollard, Stewart, and Briggs on the floor for Simeon. 2:49 left to play. Inbounds goes to Burrs for Urban Prep Charter. Fires a 3 from the corner off the side of the backboard. The rebound and a putback by Stephen McAfee. .14 now for McAfee. 2:33 left. 40-point advantage for Simeon. 79-39. Here's Dewan Stewart. Now it's Briggs. Over to Clemens. Clemens. Teardrop won't go. Stewart the weak side rebound. Outlet pass now. Out back to Tate. With 2:13 left. Talking about getting back on track. Tate, the finger roll basket, good, and a foul. Jaylon Tate. And now Tyree Washington will check in. He's the last member of the usual starting 5. Out of the game as Kendall Pollard checks out. Ricky Norris set to check in. Probably for Jaylon Tate, pending the made free throw. 81-39, 2:07 left. Free throw is no good. Ball on the ground. Loose ball. It's controlled by Brown, but Tate on the ground. He commits the foul. And Jaylon Tate, who got the start this evening, will check out. Ricky Norris into the game for the Wolverines. 1:55 left. Steal by Briggs. We've got a 2-on-1. Bounce pass to the left side. Looks like we have a kick ball. With 1:50 left to play. Again, we'd like to thank everybody here at Urban Prep Charter. Our QA, Larry and Elizabeth Cotter. Head coach of Urban Prep, Mr. Patrick Herron. Micah Nolte, and of course you, the viewers and the fans. Each school, of course, without you, we would not be here. 1:40 left to play. Again, 81-39. It's been all Simeon. They've led from start to finish. 30-point effort, unofficially by my count, for Jabari Parker. Oh, what a pass by Briggs. Underneath to Dwan Stewart. Lawrence Briggs has come off the bench here. Really provided a spark, but he really did some good things in the Findlay Prep game. The Wolverines needed a spark in that ball game, and he was able to provide it. Although the Wolverines looked like they just ran out of gas in the fourth quarter to suffer their first loss, they've come back and avenged that loss with a vengeance, if you will, as they lead it 83-39. 1:07 left to play. At the free throw line is the sophomore Michael Thomas. Free throw is no good. 1:05 left to play is Lawrence Briggs. Will walk it across the timeline, and I think the Wolverines will try to run out the clock here. 55 seconds left to play. Clemens. Washington. Briggs has at the free throw line. He'll bring it back out. Lawrence Briggs. Man, I like that guy. He's got a lot of heart. Just a junior. Able to come off the bench when called upon in big situations. Under 30 seconds left. Again, Wolverines will just run it on out. Fans begin to file out. They play pitch and catch up top. 19 seconds left to play. Holding with the ball now is Ricky Norris. 14 seconds. Briggs back up top. It's Norris. Now with 10. With 7. It's 6 with 5. And Briggs will run it out. And the Simeon Wolverines will improve to 16-1. Behind a 30-point effort unofficially by Jabari Parker. 6-0 inside the Red South. A total team effort, but Jabari Parker, and I kind of got the sense that they wanted Jabari to be himself tonight and show no mercy, and that's exactly what he did, throwing down an array of ferocious dunks. Very, very good for Jabari. It's one of those nights for Simeon, but Parker really showed some things here tonight. For the Lions of Urban Prep Charter, Inglewood, they fall to 4-12. 0-6 now inside the Red South. A team high for them, Stephen McAfee. McAfee with 14 points. Your final score, 83-39. Wolverines able to avenge a tough loss on Monday, the nationally ranked Findlay Prep, and comes down and gets the job done against Urban Prep Charter. Well, that will do it for us, folks. It's been a fantastic ball game for you. We hope you enjoy. For Jim McAteer, my name is Emil Williams Jr. Again, for Larry and Elizabeth Cobb, Micah Nolte, everybody at highschoolcube.com. We say so long from Urban Prep Charter, where the Wolverines are victorious, 83-39. This is highschoolcube.com, the leading broadcast platform for high schools. Good night.